Hello, everyone. This is James Song here. Welcome back to the TOEFL show. This is 8th episode of the TOEFL show. Obviously, a special episode in that we are going to finish the question type of the reading section of the TOEFL test. So let's get started. As you can see on the screen here, below my face on the right, there are 8 question types in TOEFL reading, and we are covering the last question type today called summary question or propose summary question, okay? So I'm just going to call it summary. It's practically the same thing. Okay, so look at the screen on the left here, and let's find out what this question type is all about, okay? Introductory sentence for a brief summary of the passage is provided below. Okay, so they're going to give us introductory sentence for a brief summary of the whole passage right here. So this sentence, this question, ETS is regarding as brief summary of the whole passage. So they believe it's kind of a thesis to the whole 5-paragraph passage, okay? Complete the summary by selecting 3 answer choices. So we need to click 3 answer choices out of 6, okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, right? And we need to choose 3 right answer choices out of 6, okay? 3 answer choices that express the most important ideas in the passage. So we're definitely looking for main ideas or major details, maybe. Main ideas, okay? Not details, okay? So under this introductory sentence, we're looking for main ideas or topic sentences of the whole passage. So we want main idea or important but general point at the same time, not minor details. Okay. So the right answer will be important, main ideas, 3 of them in the passage. Okay. So what would be the wrong answer? Some sentences do not belong in the summary because, why not? They express ideas that are not presented in the passage. So first, it's not mentioned. Okay? So obviously it's not mentioned. It's wrong. Okay? Or are minor ideas in the passage. So pay attention here, guys. So it may be correct information or it may be mentioned in the passage, but if it's minor detail, it's not going to be the answer. All right? This question is worth 2 points. So let's go. So let's read this sentence as the most general, like a thesis of the whole passage, okay, that ETS gave us. So the passage is about deer in the Puget Sound area eat a wide variety of foods, okay, and migrate seasonally to find food. Okay, so that's a brief summary. So underneath that, we need to find the main ideas from the passage. So how do I do this without looking at the passages? I was keep saying from the episode number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. I am reading the full paragraph to help us solve the summary question. Now we're here. So are we going to go back to every paragraph and read it completely and comprehend again in full? No, not today. Because if you are watching from episode 1 to episode 7, then I have done the reading comprehension in great detail for you. So you should be able to understand all 5 paragraphs. Okay? So Are we just going to go each answer choice, assuming that we remember everything in 5 paragraphs? Of course not. That's impossibility. So I will find a compromise. What I thought of is that I will help you remember those 5 paragraphs if you are watching previous episodes by giving you very brief summary with the main points and main idea for each of 5 paragraphs right now. And then we can tackle the question. Okay? Sounds good, yeah? All right, cool. Let's go. So, paragraph 1. What was it about? So, paragraph 1, it said there are 2 species in the Puget Sound, 2 species of deer. One is black-tailed deer. They live in lowland, and this species now is the most common one. Okay? And white-tailed deer was common and used to live in open prairie, but not anymore. Now restricted to low and marsh islands. And it's not as common as before. Okay? So that's paragraph 1. So paragraph 2. What was the paragraph 2 about? So black-tailed deer migrate from high elevation area to lowlands to survive the winter and harsher seasons, cold weather. Okay, and detail of that was they migrate from high elevation area in summer to lowland in late fall to prepare for the winter, because there is no more food source in high elevation in the cold weather, but you can find food sources in lowland during winter. Okay, so food available in lowland during winter, and in a high elevation area, food available during summer. Okay, so what was the paragraph 3 about? Paragraph 3 stated that it didn't distinguish black-tailed deer or white-tailed deer. Overall, it just keep mentioning deer as one. The number of deer fluctuated in numbers a lot after the Europeans came. Okay? And it gave an example of like 1 explorer, 2 explorer, a team of explorer in lowland, killing number of deers during winter to survive, but there were no deer come spring, so they left. And another example, although it's detail, which was quite important, was that a lot of deer reduction in numbers, decreased in numbers in 1832 when you compare it to 1825. So within 7 years, by 1832, number of deer overall has decreased a lot. Okay? Because of a lot of hunting by humans to protect their crops. Okay? All right? So what was the paragraph 4 about? Okay, so paragraph 4 said, so this human civilization, okay, human came in, Europeans came in, following from paragraph 3, they logged, burned, and basically cleared, so destroyed the forests, so destroyed the deer's habitat. Okay, all right, and it had, obviously, without a doubt, huge toll on deer population, especially white-tailed deer. Remember, right? And then, but, okay, it had like a huge dramatic change that all these human activities had positive effect on population of black deer. What a surprise. Okay, so naturally you would feel that, if humans destroy the animal's habitat by the burning and clearing the forest and building towns and factories and things like that, then animals lose their original habitat, so their population will go down, it will decline, and it did for the white-tailed deer. But for the black-tailed deer, for whatever the reason, actually this human action caused black-tailed deer's population to go up. Wow, what a twist. So paragraph 5 gives us the reasons why these human actions actually helped black-tailed deer to increase in numbers. Okay, and first reason was this human actions got rid of the predators of the black-tailed deers, but didn't affect black-tailed deers negatively, but it got rid of the predators of black-tailed deer. And what was the second one? Yeah, it put a limit on hunting times and type of hunting they can do to try to protect the deer. And last, but most important reason was the humans' action of burning and clearing the woods, destroying the forest, and making the place really flat and open. It made the food source for the black-tailed deer, like understory plants, to be more nutritious, like better quality food. And also this clearing of forest increase the quantity of food source for the deer. So they end up getting more food in quantity and better food in quality, more protein. Okay, so this would be, if you are practicing, you don't have to do this, but for purpose of summary, I am trying to do a note taking, like a good summary notes for the whole passage by writing very quick main idea notes for each and every paragraph from paragraph 1 to paragraph 5. So it's up to you. If you think it will help you to study English, become better at it, or if it helps you actually taking TOEFL test, get better score in long run, do something like this. But on the other hand, if you're preparing for the TOEFL and you're really running out of time, you need to do things quicker, then this may or may not a right strategy for you. Okay, but this was just revision for people who have been watching from episode 1 to episode 7 in order for us to do the summary question. Okay, so now the question will be very easy because we need to just choose the right answer. Okay. The balance of deer species in the Puget Sound region has changed over time. Okay, so it fluctuated a lot. With the Colombian white-tailed deer now outnumbering the other types of deer, which is a black-tailed deer. So this is exactly opposite, isn't it? Right? So if you read the first paragraph, it says there are two types of species of deer, not beer, deer, and black-tailed deer is now most common, means there are more black-tailed deer than white-tailed deer. Okay. And also indirectly, it implies paragraph 345 that there are more black-tailed deer than white-tailed deer. But in paragraph 1, it clearly tells us there are more black-tailed deer than white-tailed deer. So this is wrong information. Okay, moving on. Answer choice B. Deer population naturally fluctuate, yes, but early settlers in the Puget Sound environment caused an overall decline in deer population of the area at the time. Yeah, so this is a main idea of paragraph 3, right? Okay, so overall, don't know white-tailed or black-tailed, but overall, population of deer fluctuated a lot after Europeans came. And within 7 years, from 1825 to 1832, a lot of deer population went down drastically by too much hunting. Okay, so B is pretty much the paraphrase of what I have written down in paragraph 3. Okay, let's read it again to make sure. Deer population, B, deer population naturally fluctuate, but early settlers, so since the European came in to the Puget Sound, caused by hunting, exterminating deer to protect the crop, caused an overall decline in the deer population of the area at that time. Right? So perfect. So this is a main idea from paragraph 3. Okay, main idea of paragraph 3. All right, C, in the long term, black-tailed deer in the Puget Sound area have benefited from human activities, yeah, through the elimination of natural predators and more and better food in deforested areas. So this is paragraph 5, isn't it? Yeah, so 3 reasons, all right? Less predators, less hunting, and food source for the deer becoming more in quantity and better in quality, right? So it's a main idea of paragraph 5. No detail. Like pretty much exactly the same, right? So it mentioned the first reason and the third reason. Second reason was less hunting, okay, right? So in the long run, black-tailed deer actually benefited, meaning their population went up from human activities because of these reasons. There's one more reason, but it's a perfect answer. So it's a main idea from paragraph 5. All right, rock and roll. D. Because Puget Sound deer migrate, yes, it does. It was and still remains difficult to determine accurately how many deer are living at any one time in the Western United States. Let me tell you, there was no mentioning of this whatsoever in the passage, so it's easy no. Okay? So D is just simply not mentioned. Another thing I want to mention, though, is you should identify D as not the correct answer since it's not mentioned, but also, even if it was kind of similar to the answer, if you are not sure, is this main idea or is this like really detailed? Is this really minor? Yeah. So I call this answer choice like a thank you answer choice, because not only it's clearly wrong, but even if you're confused, this is very minor. It's not the main idea of one paragraph or multiple paragraphs. Definitely not. Okay. Yeah, either way, D is wrong. E. Although it was believed that human settlement of the Pacific Northwest would cause the total number of deer to decrease permanently. Okay. I think it's paragraph 4. The opposite has actually occurred for certain types of deer. So there are only 2 types, 2 species. So opposite, okay, let's read one by one. Although it was believed that human settlement, so, human settlement, human civilization, logging, clearing, burning the forests, destroying it, and building, what was it? Cities, towns, and factories, right? In paragraph 4, okay, would cause the total number of deer to decrease permanently, right? Especially white-tailed deer. So it had a bad effect overall, especially white-tailed deer. However, the second part of paragraph 4, what did it say? But this human action actually benefited black-tailed deer's population for some reason. Bang. Certain. So just one type of deer, which is black-tailed deer in this case, and their population went up. What is that? It is the main idea from paragraph 4. Okay. Paragraph 4, main idea. E. Perfect. So we got 3 answers. B from paragraph 3, main idea, not detail. C is a main idea of paragraph 5, and E is main idea of paragraph 4. Okay. All right. F. Wildlife biologists, so F better be wrong, otherwise I'll be in trouble. Wildlife biologists have long been, there was like only one biologist mentioned in paragraph 5, I think. But anyway, so I think it's already wrong, but have long been worried about the loss of forests that may create nutritional deficiency for deer. Great. Not mentioned at all. Never. Okay. Not mentioned. Sorry, it's a bit messy. Running out of space. Apologies for that. It's not mentioned. You cannot find this information anywhere in the passage. And it's detailed as well. So it's another thank you answer choice. It's a really bad answer choice that you can clearly identify as a wrong answer. Okay. But most importantly, it's not mentioned. Nutritional value of the food source for the deer. It's a detail. It was only mentioned once in paragraph 5 as after human action, nutritional value for black-tailed deer actually increased. That's only one part. And that is completely different from what F is saying. It is saying they are worried that loss of forests will create nutritional deficiency for deer. So it's not mentioned at all. Okay, great. Perfect answer. So 3 answer choices to get this question correct and get 2 points are B. Oops, I didn't want that. B, C, and E. And D is not the answer. Sorry. Okay. All right. So yeah, sorry about highlighting. That's it, guys. So we covered all the question types. And before I finish, I just want to give you a quick last word on how to tackle the summary section. Okay. So answers are B, C, E. And what I want to tell you is when you look at the answer choice, obviously, if you understand the passage's main idea, each paragraph's main idea clearly, then you'll probably get the right answer. But 2 other tips are, second, Sometimes you have the shorter length paragraph and number of paragraphs increased. So overall, it's a similar length, but you may get 6 or 7 paragraphs in TOEFL reading. Then sometimes one answer covers main ideas of multiple paragraphs, not just one paragraph. So for example, A could be main idea for paragraph 1 and 2. C could be main idea of paragraph 3, 4, 5. D may be the main idea of paragraph 6 and 7. Okay, so it is possible in different type of TOEFL reading summary question. So watch out for this. So definitely look for general and main ideas and points of the whole passage, something that is expansive and wide. Okay, not minor detail. And the last tip and strategy I can give you is, if you are a little confused, if you're not sure between 2 answers or among 3 answers, if you can, use this brief summary of the whole passage to your advantage. So technically speaking, your answer should support this sentence. Okay? All right? So, it needs to be a main point and most important ideas. So reasonably general and reasonably main idea. But as long as it's not a minor detail, okay, just check whether it's supporting the brief summary of the whole passage as a whole, or is it completely irrelevant, like outside of that is not matching. Okay, so if you're having trouble between 2 answers, okay, this may help you, right? I mean, it's not so much so for this question in particular that we did today, but I'll show you in different times how much help you can get by actually trying to relate to the what do they call, brief summary sentence of the whole passage. Okay. Okay, so we are all coherent. All right. Okay, cool. So that's it, guys. So thank you for watching. I hope this really helped you. I am quite satisfied. I'm getting a bit emotional, not too deeply, but we have 8 TOEFL reading question types, and we covered them all one by one in great detail to give you most complete TOEFL preparation program ever. As I said in my introduction, I think TOEFL Show 0. I think I'm trying to do that, to provide you really valuable learning material. That's my aim. And I sincerely hope you have benefited or you like the videos that, you have been watching. So I'll come back with the next episode of TOEFL Show. So please subscribe to my channel and set an alarm so you won't miss the next episode of TOEFL Show. It is continuing. And please press the like button if you like this video. Okay, thank you very much. And I'll see you again in my next episode. Bye.